Untouchable Sonic is the name of this episode. Of course, it is about Tails, Robotnik, and the robots trying to play tag with Sonic. But he's fast! That's the joke. The episode begins with Sonic and Tails ruining the day of the Mobian farmer. Our gallant heroes are at it again, I see. It doesn't stop there either. Sonic is actively going out of his way to ruin these creatures' lives. At least Tails tries to fix it. Even puts the fur back somehow. Sonic robs these bushes of their color, and given that Sonic is still legally married to Robotnik, this tracks. Sonic and Tails mention they are looking for Robotnik and chili dogs. While the former may be missing, they just run through town, so decide to settle on the latter. Though the citizens aren't too happy with their arrival. Gee, I wonder why. The duo is barely fazed by the citizens' fear of their demonic overlords, though, as they find a chili dog diner. So they go in, and honestly, I don't know what they expected. They still try to order anyway, learning in the process of the owner's fear of robots, which is probably justified in this series. Shame for Junior and Breezy, though. A couple of unknown robot hoodlums appear and try to take over the shop, then try to destroy it. Genius minds, I see. Sonic goes in disguise, and the poor idiots never stood a chance. Took a while, though. This isn't the instant robot abuse that I'm used to. Tails finds out that, in a shocking twist, the robots are Robotniks in a protection service. Standard gang-style pay me now or I'll beat you up later type scheme. Robotnik tries calling into them, Tails quite rudely telling him that he's been disconnected. So he calls for Scratch and Grounder. We're watching an episode of this show. Why do I feel like people with an IQ similar to those two are the target demographic for this show? It also features Robotnik twerking at the camera. I don't usually bring up the sexualized Robotnik segments, which are weirdly common in this show. It's a bit too obvious to ignore here. Fires a cactus out of a cannon at Sonic. The cactus gets tired and returns to the cannon, blowing up Robotnik. Then Sonic goes swimming to avoid marine badness along the way, finally ending with Sonic running through a water pipe. Scratch isn't a fan, so he starts channel surfing. Good idea. Sadly for him, though, none of the channels have anything worth watching, though they do take an interest in a cop show, sympathizing with the robbers. Robotnik calls for them again, and they go running. Robotnik asks them to check up on the robot Sonic defeated, with them being appointed in charge of the protection services. This can only end badly. We see Scratch and Grounder, pimped out and ready to be duped by another disguise. They begin badly playing music to get them to surrender, and yes, this is the bar of humor this show aims for. Sonic is still at the bar and mocks them, so Scratch throws a time bomb at them, except he forgot the time part, so it just blows up in their hands. Dumb and dumber, I'm telling you. The robots, still in shambles from the bomb, walk into a chili dog store and demand to see the manager. Poor robots never stood a chance. Sonic tosses them both into the back of a delivery van to never be seen again. No, really, they lock them up in jail. Something they should have done ages ago if they didn't outright disassemble them, but hey, better late than never. I'm conflicted on if I should count this for bingo, though leaning on no, as it isn't Sonic or Tails in chains. Though much like them, Scratch and Grounder both begin planning their jailbreak immediately, and wow, that didn't take long. They're already out and tying up the shop owner, which is actually the sheriff, don't ask. Robotnik learns of this and is quite pleased, wanting him to be brought back to the fortress. Sonic, meanwhile, is to be greeted with a giant bomb, and clearly he didn't learn anything from any point in this show before. Waitress from the store sees Scratch and Grounder taking the shop owner away, so she sneaks onto their car. Also, don't ask. Sonic greets the giant bomb, and it works exactly how you expect. Sonic is unharmed and greets a gloating Robotnik in disguise. Poor Robotnik. At least he gets away with being robbed and nothing more. Up goes kaput as Sonic pulls some wires while disguised, with Robotnik escaping and gloating about his prisoner. Strange choice, but I respect the confidence after defeat. And welcome back to another episode of Statue Watch. Yes, really, this late into the video. You see, I always do these at the first appearance of a statue, and as it happens, in this episode, there was only one statue, and it's only 2 minutes before the episode ends, so here we go. And it's just a standard statue. I compared it with a few others here, like episode 40-1's is a little less shiny than this one. 22-5's has a bit more of a copper tone to it, but they're all the same statue. It's just a regular high quality one. Let's just go back to the episode. I don't have anything to add. Sonic and Tails meet with the waitress, with the three of them now all working together to break out the shop owner. Well, that didn't last long. Sonic and Tails fall down a trapdoor into the robot's clutches. Robotnik brags about his latest invention, a giant hammer, and he can't even do that right. The hammer getting loose and whacking all around the room. The robots flee with Robotnik. The episode ends with Tails turning the scrapped robots from earlier into a waiter, with Sonic wanting some chili dogs and kissing the waitress. And if you are wondering, no, there was zero hint of interest from either party before that, so we can add sexual harassment to Sonic's list of crimes. Great! And Sonic says it's about gangs, featuring Scratch and Grounder in the chili dog diner. The episode itself is, look, it's another adventure episode. I can't rank 90% of these. They're all the same. Boring, unfunny, mindless, nothing. Robotnik is a highlight as always, but that's about all the positives I can give it. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and have a good one. Bye-bye!